Today we're playing Armored Core 6 on the Steam Deck and decided to upload the game at 800p with the lowest settings. This main menu soundtrack, dude, sounds like Terminator a little bit. It's got the same vibe. Alright, and here we go in the settings at the lowest preset. There we go. Now I'm guessing, or I'm going to be trying to get 60 FPS in this game. I think it's doable, to be honest. The game is quite light, or it's well optimized, so I think the Steam Deck can do it. If it can't, then 40 FPS is the way to go. And yeah, we'll see how we do. Not bad, to be honest. The game's looking pretty decent. It's missing anti-aliasing at the lowest settings, but overall, not too bad. Looking over the map makes us fall into the low 50s and high 40s, but overall doing pretty decently. Nice controls, snappy feeling. The game is responsive. We are getting some stutters though, and falling to the low 40s. So yeah, I think at this point a 40 FPS cap is the way to go. And I'm going to be aiming for a mix of medium and low settings, I think, for the optimized settings. So the game should look good and play nicely as well. Wow, falling to the 30s anyway. It's very CPU bound right now. So we're pulling 9 watts on the CPU and 3 on the GPU. The CPU is struggling quite a bit. It's not ideal, but at the same time, it's still fine for the deck. I'm quite happy with it, to be honest. This game is surprisingly so fun. I wasn't really expecting it to be super fun, but because I'm not really, I guess, that into mech games, but I'm having a really good time playing it. Going up top now. Oh yeah, way easier on controller for sure. You actually get aim assist if you try to melee. On keyboard and mouse, there was no aim assist. It just melee is who you're looking at. Makes it a lot easier for sure. Whoa! Heal up. Oh, you want to go? We'll go. Watch this. Ooh. Melee him. I'm dead. I couldn't. I forgot to heal up. I was so into the fight that I just completely forgot. Alright, now playing the game at the medium settings. Let's jump into it. Now already off the bat I can see that we have anti-aliasing going. The image looks a lot softer. Now let's see if we actually fall below 30 FPS in those heavier situations. Now this is where we actually fell into the 30s. So let's see if we fall into the 20s now at the medium settings. Hopefully not. But we are getting pretty close to it now though, guys. 32 FPS is the lowest. Still feels kind of fine. Just melee it. There we go. Wow. It's about the same as the low settings, to be honest. It's not too different. The big guy has actually spawned in now. Now let's go battle. Come on, let's go. I want those to you again. Okay. Ooh. Gonna fly in. Yeah, what you got? He's shotgunning me. Fly away. Now fly in and go for the melee. Missed the second one, but that's fine. That's a quarter of his health down. I should heal up just in case he goes for a crazy move like that again. Ooh, there we go. He's half health now. I'm gonna dash away last second. Yeah, look at that. I'm dodging him now. What you got, baby? Boom. Nice. Almost dead now. Oh, God, it got me. Heal up, heal up, heal up. Melee. Boom. Yeah, that's right. The better mech wins. Woo.
Got the tetrapod. You're unnatural, 621.
Thank you. Not bad. There we go. Let's go destroy these last two as well.
Looks
and
like
you're done.
Got them all.
Mission complete.
That's it for this job, 61.
Boom. Return to base.
Return to base.
There we go. Yeah, I think the medium settings is definitely the way to go. The game looks great. The performance is a bit hit or miss. It can fall into the 30s, but on average we're sitting in the 40s, in the mid 40s. Alright, and finally, here we are at the high settings. There we go. The game doesn't look too different, to be honest, from the medium settings. It's not really a massive jump between the two presets, and obviously the small screen of the Steam Deck helps with that. So I still think the medium settings is definitely the one to go for if you want to use presets. But let's see how this runs anyway. Maybe this will play fine. Gonna melee this real quick. Boom. Falling into the low 30s already, guys. That's not a good sign. Okay, let's see. Yeah, the game is stuttering quite heavily now. and we're falling to the high 20s as well. For how much performance we're losing, it's really not worth using the high preset. It definitely does feel less stable. And right here, we're pulling 7 watts on the GPU and 5 on the CPU. So the GPU and CPU are fighting for power pretty much. If you guys remember, at the lowest settings, the CPU alone was pulling 9 watts. So yeah, that's the high settings. Again, personally, I would avoid using this. If you want to use presets, go with the medium one. But I think ideally you should go for a mix of low and medium settings instead, which I'll show you right now. Alright, and here we are with that. Alright, here we go. Mix of medium and low settings. We're falling to the mid 30s / the high 30s. It's much better to be honest, because I believe at the medium settings we sat at like 32 FPS. So we have far more headroom with this preset than we do with the actual medium preset. And you have the option of going either with a 30 FPS cap or a 40 FPS cap depending on what you want. If you want to play the game portably without a power bank or being plugged in, then obviously 30 FPS is the way to go. But if you want responsiveness, then 40 FPS is the way to go. As you guys can see right now, the system is pulling 26 watts, which should give us an hour and 40 minutes of gameplay time. It's not great, but it's not too bad either. Alright, now for battery life, I've gone ahead and paused the game and enabled a TDP limit for the system of 9 watts. And I'm using a 30 FPS cap as well. If the FPS does fall below 30, then obviously increase the power limit to like 10 to 11 watts. But I think for me personally, this is the sweet spot. A power draw versus performance. The game is definitely far less responsive at this point, but to be honest, I can get used to it. It's definitely far more obvious when you come from 40 to 50 FPS all the way down to 30. If you start at 30 FPS, then obviously it's not that big of a deal. And look at that, our power draw is now sitting at 18.9 watts instead of 26. So this should give us a little bit over 2 hours of gameplay time now. Alright, and finally playing in dock mode. I'm playing the game at 900p, using FSR to upscale to 1080p. And we're still running the game at a mix of low and medium settings. As you guys can see right now, we are able to hit 40 occasionally, but it's not very stable. So that's why a 30 FPS cap is the way to go. It's not, ideal, but 30 FPS is how most games run on handheld systems. So it's not really a big deal. So yeah, that's Armored Core on the Steam Deck. This game overall runs really nicely. I would personally play the game at a mix of medium and low settings at 800p and use a 30 FPS cap to have the most stable experience possible, but you can get 40 FPS as well. And for dock mode, play the game at 900p, use FSR to upscale, and again, at a mix of low and medium settings at 30 FPS. You can get 40, it's just not very stable. Okay, I think that's about it. Thank you guys for watching, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time in the next video. See you guys there.